What is electric flux? We have studied that the electric field can be expressed in the form of electric line of forces. And we know that if the density of electric flux is greater, then electric line of forces are closer to one another, and if it is smaller, then electric line of forces are farther from one another. If no electric force is there, no electric line of forces, if no electric field is there, no electric line of forces are there at the region. So if we consider electric force, if we consider an electric field, that means there must present some electric line of forces. And if we put some surface area in the electric field, then some electric line of forces passes through the surface area, and that number of electric line of forces are called electric flux. Again, I am repeating, the number of electric line of forces passing through a surface area placed in an electric field perpendicular to its plane, this is called electric flux. Because when we put a surface area in an electric field, then that means electric field contains electric line of forces. Just like that, there is an electric field, so electric line of forces are moving from this to this. And if we put a surface area just like that, my palm, then some electric line of forces must be passed through this palm, and this the number of electric line of forces is called the electric flux corresponding to this palm. So this is the electric flux. So the definition of electric flux is what? The number of electric line of forces passing through surface area placed in an electric field perpendicular to its plane is called electric flux, and it is denoted by a symbol phi e. Now we shall discuss about the number of dependence of electric flux. We know that electric flux is what? Suppose this is an electric field, means electric line of forces are passing through this, and when I put my palm, then some electric line of forces passing through this palm, and this is called electric flux corresponding to this. Means if the density of, if the electric field intensity is greater, means electric line of forces will be closer to one another, and the more number of electric line of forces passing through it, so the electric flux will be greater. And if electric field intensity is less, means the electric line of forces are farther from one another, so less number of electric line of forces are passing through this point, this palm, and corresponding electric flux will be smaller. Means electric flux is directly proportional to the electric field intensity. This is the first dependence of electric flux. First, electric flux is directly directly proportional to electric field intensity. Electric field intensity greater, density of electric line of forces will be greater. So the more number of electric line of forces passing through the given surface area, so electric flux will be greater. The second dependence is if the area is greater, more number of electric line of forces passing through, and if the area is smaller, so less number of electric line of forces passing through. Just like that, if I consider a single pump, then the less number of electric line of forces are passing through. If we put the double pan, then the number of electric line of forces will passing through in greater amount, so the electric flux will be greater. Means electric flux depends upon the area of surface. If area of surface is greater, greater number of electric line of forces passing through it, and the electric flux will be greater. So electric flux is directly proportional to area of surface. Greater the area, greater will be electric flux. Smaller is the area, smaller will be the electric flux. So this is the two dependence, and the third dependence is what? We know that we consider that the electric line of forces are passing through this, and if I put the palm in this condition, then we know that the surface area corresponding to electric and magnetic field, again I am repeating, surface area corresponding to electric and magnetic field is a vector quantity and has direction perpendicular to its plane. If we consider this plane, then the area will be along the chalk length, and at this side the area will be this direction. So this is the electric flux, and electric flux, surface area is a vector quantity, and if I put the palm in this condition, then direction of electric field intensity will be this, electric line of forces are passing through this, the area of surface is this, both are parallel to one another, means angle between the electric field intensity and surface area is equal, means 0, and so the electric field angle between electric field intensity and surface area, because direction of electric field intensity is this direction and the direction of area is this, so both are parallel, means angle between them is 0, and the maximum number of electric line of forces are passing through. But if we rotate the surface area from this, then corresponding angle starts to increase, or just like that it starts to increase, and in this case the direction of surface area is this, electric field intensity is along this direction, both are parallel to one another, so perpendicular to one another, and in this case no electric line of forces passing through the surface area perpendicular to its plane. So in this case the electric flux will be minimum. So when the angle is 0, electric flux is maximum. When angle is 90, electric flux is 0, and this is only valid for the cosine. So the electric flux is directly proportional to the cosine of angle between electric field intensity and electric flux. So electric flux is directly proportional to cosine of angle between electric field intensity and surface area. So phi E is directly proportional to electric field intensity, area of surface, and cosine of angle between them. Or phi E is equal to K, velocity constant, E A cos theta. Or the value of K, the practical value of K is phi. So the value of phi E will be is equal to E A cos theta or phi E is equal to E dot A, dot product of electric field intensity and electric flux. So electric flux can also be defined as the dot product of electric field intensity and surface area. Electric flux is equal to dot product or scalar product of electric field intensity and surface area, because area corresponding to electric and magnetic field is a vector quantity. So E dot A is equal to phi E. Now we shall discuss about the SI unit, and SI unit will be is equal to the unit of electric field intensity Newton per coulomb. The unit of area is meter square. So that unit is Newton into meter square upon coulomb, and dimensional equation we know that M1 L0 T minus 3 A minus 1 into L2. So dimensional equation will be M1 L2 T minus 3 A minus 1. This is the electric dimensional equation. This is the SI unit. This is the definition. This is the dependence. This is the formula. Now the last discussion remains. In this case, if the surface area is regular or in geometrical shape, we can easily calculate the electric flux. But if we have a surface area of irregular shape, then we have to go through some different method, because we can never calculate the surface area of an irregular surface body. So for the purpose of we shall discuss if the surface area is irregular. If surface area is irregular. If surface area is irregular, then in that case what will happen, that we consider an irregular surface area and we cannot calculate its area, so we divide this area into small area element, that is dA, and then electric field intensity will be along this direction. Then the electric flux corresponding to this area element can be expressed as d phi E is equal to E dot dA. This is the area, small area element considered, and for whole surface, irregular surface area, phi E is equal to integral E dot dA, dot product of electric field intensity and area element, and for closed surface area. If the surface area is in the shape of a rectangle or cube, or rectangular shape or square shape or cylindrical shape, closed loop in the form of, then we consider phi E is equal to integral, for closed loop we just put a circle, E dot dA. Phi E is equal to integral E dot dA. So this is the electric flux for irregular surface area. This is the electric flux for the whole surface area.